You're at a nightclub with friends. The music is loud. The place is packed. Suddenly, someone yells, "Fire!" You turn around and see flames spreading across the ceiling, fast. Smoke starts filling the room. People are screaming. Everyone is rushing toward the main exit, but there's a problem. Hundreds of people are trying to squeeze through the same door. It's a bottleneck, a death trap. You're 50 feet from that exit. Smoke is getting thicker. You're starting to cough. You can barely see. You have maybe 60 seconds before the smoke overcomes you. What would you do? Follow the crowd to the main exit and hope you make it through? Look for an alternative exit, a side door, a window, a back hallway. You don't know if it exists. You don't know where it leads, but it might be your only chance. Or drop to the floor, stay low where the air is clearer, cover your mouth, wait for help. Think carefully. Lives depend on this choice. What would you do? When a building catches fire, you don't have as much time as you think. The average person believes they have 5 to 10 minutes to escape. In reality, you often have less than 2 minutes before smoke makes escape impossible. Smoke inhalation kills more people than flames. Just a few breaths of toxic smoke can knock you unconscious, and once you're down, you're not getting back up. Here's what makes fire so deadly: panic. When people see flames, rational thinking shuts down. They follow the herd. They go back the way they came in, even if it's blocked. They freeze. They make fatal mistakes. So let me describe the scenario more clearly. You're in a crowded building. Fire breaks out. Smoke is filling the room. You see 3 options. Option 1, follow everyone else to the main exit. It's the door you came in through. You know it's there, but so does everyone else. Option 2, look for an alternate exit, a side door, a window, a back hallway. You don't know if it exists. You don't know where it leads, but it might be your only chance. Option 3, drop to the floor. Stay low where the air is clearer. Cover your mouth. Wait for help. Think carefully. Lives depend on this choice. What would you do? February 20th, 2003, West Warwick, Rhode Island. The Station was a small nightclub holding about 400 people that night. A rock band called Great White was performing. The show started around 11 p.m. 4 minutes into their set, the band's tour manager set off pyrotechnics, sparks, indoor fireworks. It was supposed to add drama to the performance, but the sparks hit the foam soundproofing on the walls, foam that wasn't flame retardant. Within seconds, it ignited. Flames spread across the ceiling, fast, faster than anyone expected. At first, people thought it was part of the show. They cheered. They took photos. Precious seconds were lost. Then someone screamed, "Fire!" and everything changed. Panic, chaos, 400 people, all trying to escape at once, and there was one main exit, the front door, the same door everyone had entered through. People ran toward it, a stampede. Bodies piled up at the entrance. The doorway became a wall of human beings, all trying to squeeze through at the same time. People were trampled, crushed, suffocated. Thick black smoke filled the building in under a minute. The heat became unbearable. Flames consumed the ceiling. People were screaming, clawing, desperate to escape. 100 people died that night. Most of them died at that front door, piled on top of each other, trapped. But not everyone followed the crowd. Some made different choices, and those choices saved their lives. Let me tell you about a few of them. There was a man named Phil Barr. When the fire broke out, Phil saw everyone rushing to the main exit. He knew that was a mistake. Instead of following the herd, he turned the other way. He looked for another exit, any exit. He found a window in the back. He smashed through it and escaped. Phil survived with severe burns, but he survived because he didn't follow the crowd. Then there was Gina Russo. She was near the front door when the stampede started. She got caught in the crush. People were falling on top of her. She couldn't move. She couldn't breathe. She thought she was going to die right there. But her fiancé, Fred Chrysostome, pulled her out of the pile. He dragged her toward a side exit, a door most people didn't even know existed. They made it outside. Gina survived. Fred went back inside to help others. He didn't make it out the second time.
Another survivor, Dave Kane, made a different choice. When he saw the fire, he immediately dropped to the floor. The smoke was rising. The air near the ground was clearer. He crawled on his hands and knees toward a back hallway. He found a door. It led to the kitchen. From there, he found another exit. He survived. And then there were those who froze, who waited too long, who couldn't make a decision. Many of them didn't survive. The fire department arrived within minutes, but by then the building was fully engulfed. Firefighters found bodies stacked at the exits, in the bathrooms, in corners where people had tried to hide from the flames. The entire building burned in less than 5 minutes. 5 minutes. That's how fast it happened. 100 people dead, 200 injured. It remains one of the deadliest nightclub fires in US history. So now let me ask you again, knowing what you know now, seeing how fast it happened, understanding that the main exit became a death trap, what would you have done? Let's break down what went right and what went wrong that night according to fire safety experts. Mistake number 1, following the crowd to the main exit. This is called herding behavior. In a panic, humans instinctively follow others. We assume the group knows best. But in a fire, the group is often wrong. The main exit becomes overcrowded. People get stuck, and stuck means dead. Fire safety experts say never assume the main exit is your best option in an emergency. Always identify alternate exits when you enter a building. Always. Mistake number 2, moving too slowly. Many people didn't realize how serious it was until it was too late. They stopped to grab their coats, their bags. They tried to find their friends. Every second counts in a fire. Experts say the moment you see smoke or flames, you move. You don't think. You don't hesitate. You move.
Mistake number 3, standing upright in smoke. Smoke rises. The most toxic gases are at ceiling height. If you stay standing, you're breathing poison. The people who survived often dropped to the floor immediately. They crawled. They stayed low where the air was clearer. What the survivors did right. They made fast, unconventional decisions. Phil Barr didn't follow the crowd. He went against the flow. He found an alternate exit. That saved his life. Dave Kane dropped low immediately. He crawled. He found a back exit through the kitchen. That saved his life. Gina Russo had help from someone who acted decisively. Her fiancé didn't freeze. He pulled her out and found a side door. The common thread? They didn't do what everyone else was doing. They thought, they acted, they adapted. According to the National Fire Protection Association, in a building fire, you have an average of 2 minutes to escape before conditions become unsurvivable. 2 minutes, that's it. In those 2 minutes, your brain will want to do 3 things: follow others, go back the way you came, and move toward familiar areas. All 3 can get you killed. The survivors of the Station Fire trail did the opposite. They broke the pattern. So why do most people make the wrong choice? It comes down to something called normalcy bias. Normalcy bias is when your brain refuses to accept that something catastrophic is happening. Even when you see flames, even when you smell smoke, part of your brain says, this isn't real. This isn't that bad. I have time. That's why people stood and watched the fire spread, why they stopped to grab their belongings, why they didn't run immediately. Their brains couldn't process the danger fast enough. The people who survived, they overrode that bias. They accepted the reality instantly. Fire equals death. Move now. Figure it out later. There's also something called social proof. We look to others for cues on how to behave. If everyone is calmly walking toward the main exit, we assume that's the right move, even if it's not. The survivors broke that pattern. They didn't care what everyone else was doing. They made their own decisions, and that's what saved them. Fire safety experts train people to do 3 things. 1. Identify 2 exits when you enter any building. Always. Make it a habit. 2. If there's smoke or fire, move immediately. Don't think, don't wait, move. 3. Stay low.
Crawl if you have to. The breathable air is near the floor. These 3 rules saved lives at the station fire. They'll save yours too. 100 people died in the Station Nightclub Fire. Most of them died doing what felt natural, following the crowd, going to the main exit, standing upright in smoke. The survivors did what felt unnatural. They went against instinct. They made hard, fast decisions, and they lived. So here's my question for you. If you were in that building, if you saw flames spreading, if you had seconds to decide, would you follow the crowd or would you go your own way? Think about it. Really think about it, because one day your life might depend on that choice. Drop your honest answer in the comments. What would you do? Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. Remember, survival isn't about being the strongest or the fastest. It's about making the right choice in the moment that matters most.